Hello YouTube, it's Inferno Chicken here, and today I just want to go over a couple of things. And as you see, I'm on Pokemon Showdown, and that's just because we are going to be doing a Pokemon League type thing as a group of us, and it's been a while since we've tried to do one of these, and it just ended up failing because we all had a lot to do with college and stuff, because, well, we were with exams coming up and stuff like that. It was really busy, just a really busy time for everyone, I think, as well. Yeah, but now most of us have finished off the exam season, so we've only got like a couple of weeks left. Personally, I've still got 4 weeks of my college at my college to go, and it's pretty much just starting next year, so I don't really have any worries at all at the moment. So I feel like this is the perfect time for us all to go ahead and do a Pokemon League. And when I say it's all, I mean there's going to be me and Fellow Chicken, of course, Hayden or Love Hayes. There's going to be Jordan. You'll know him as probably as Nevermind Jordan. There is going to be Aaron or Chimpadox, and there's going to be, there's going to be two more. There's going to be Oscar or Dragon Blaze Aussie, and there's going to be, Jordan Miller, who currently doesn't have a YouTube channel but will do very soon. Yeah, we've all planned this out now, and we've decided to just pick the Pokemon that we wanted to. We made a little ban on Uber's Pokemon, other than non-megas and non-legendaries and Ubers, so you can have normal legendaries in any tier, OU and below tiers, and any mega OU and below, so we try and make it as fair as possible. And this is what I've just come up with at the moment. Ignore the moves and spreads and items, that's just because I had a little test battle against Oscar and Hayden, and this team's done pretty well so far. But our first member is going to be McNugget Senior, our Blaziken, just regular speed boost kind of Blaziken. I'm quite happy to have this because one, it's the evolution of my mascot, so I'm pretty happy to have it. And the fact that you can't beat Blaziken, it's one of the best fire types, especially just because of that speed boost ability. It's really, really good. And yeah, there's just not much to say about that really. And next is my Mega Sizzle. If you've seen, I've done a couple of Showdown things, but not a lot because just haven't really been able to do it with my old computer. But now with my new one, I'm able to do this sort of thing. But I never normally use Mega Sizzle. I normally use regular Sizzle because regular Sizzle's got a lot of different things you can do with it, and Mega Sizzle is sort of limited with what I can do, but it's very, very good because just look at these base stats. For a Pokemon that's, kind of outclassed by its non-mega, but it's non-mega, having base 70 HP, 150 attack, 140 defense, 65 special attack, 100 special defense, and 75 speed is very, very good. Now, I don't normally use it, but I feel like it can be very, very good. Although it's quite an unusual Pokemon for me to use. But you don't even need to invest. It's just such a good defensive Pokemon. And considering I love playing this really, really offensive, it's good to have a Pokemon that has good natural bulk so it can actually take the hits without having loads of investment. Now the next Pokemon I've got is Latias or Air Canada, just because Chimpadox, he really likes, he has some weird, I wouldn't say weird obsession, but he really likes the Canadian anthem, so I thought, why not, it's red and white, why not just go with Air Canada? Well, Latias is one of the best defoggers, and it's got such good stats, and once again, because I like really, really offensive, but I want to have a Pokemon that has really good normal bulk. So Latias was very, very useful to is very useful for my team, just because of base 130 special defense and base 90 defense with a good base 80 HP as well. even uninvested, it will be able to live hits quite well. So I'm already starting to make a Steel Dragon Fairy core. But my next Pokemon is something I don't know why I picked too much really. But Crawdon, it's pretty much the thing that goes for it is lovely base 120 attack. And the fact that it's adaptability boosted, it's got such good offensive pressure, this Pokemon. And pretty much the only thing that lets it down is its base 55 speed. That's literally the only thing that makes Crawdon, well, not a great Pokemon. So, I just thought, well, considering I've speed boost Blaziken, I can just baton pass that into Crawdon, and just get rid of that, well, what really stops Crawdon from being effective, the lack of speed. So, it's a very weird Pokemon to have, but I feel like it can be very, very good with the team. And also, if it doesn't end up working out, it's fine. Everyone else has picked some very strange Pokemon as well, or, well, much weirder than my team, so, yeah. And I just called it Fishu. I was supposed to, when I was using this against Hayden, I was supposed to call it Fishy, spelled PH, but I mistyped and had a U, and everyone started laughing at the name, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep Fishu. Just don't know why, it's a random ass name, but it works. Now, my next Pokemon on the team is the Fairy Pokemon I've got, which is... Oh, you can't actually see that. Never mind. Oh, click on it. No. There you go. Yeah, I've got Togekiss. And this is another really naturally bulky Pokemon. And considering it works with the Steel Dragon Fairy core, it's pretty good. And I just call it Hayden's Bay because Hayden has a huge hate for Togepi. He's just been talking to me about it, and he has a hate for it because in the anime when he was younger, he just watched it, and Togepi would always start crying and getting everyone into trouble, so he has a natural hate for it. So, just a logical name for it, being Hayden's Bay. And Togekiss it's a very odd Pokemon. You may think base 50 attacks quite poor, but you put a choice band on this thing, you put hustle on this thing, and nothing really wants to take stuff like, where is it, extreme speed, and yeah, nobody really wants to take Sky Attack or Zen Headbutt. 1 second. Hello? Hello again, sorry about that. And, well, okay, yeah, choice band of Togekiss, you really underestimate how good this thing actually is. If you predict right with Focus Punch or something, or Giga Impact even, this thing is just going to destroy something. Just because people would bring in, like, specially defensive Pokemon against this thing, so with very little defensive bulk, Pokemon would really struggle to take a hit from this. It's not like great, but it's a Pokemon you can just adjust a bit as well for situations, so it's okay. It's okay, but that 218 will go up to about 350 with Hustle plus Choice Band. So yeah. Accuracy of physical. Now the last Pokemon. No, not the last. My sixth Pokemon, well, we've all picked 9, so my sixth Pokemon is Shaman, which is very weird Pokemon for me to use because my normal grass type is superior all the time. But this thing is surprisingly good because it gets stuff like Healing Wish and really good grass coverage, plus Earth Power, Dazzling Gleam, Air Slash. And it's quite unusual, but I could run a Swords Dance, then Headbutt, trying to Seed Bomb, kind of Shaman, or even Bullet Seed if something that's as sturdy. So, just because of its base 100, well, and everything, you can run some really funny sets with this thing. And if I wanted to be that person, I could also run Mud Slap and just lower everything's accuracy, just for the sake of it. And yeah, it's just a very weird Pokemon for me to use, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use as well. And I just called it George W. Bush because I don't know. It's either going to be this or it's going to be Sanic. Either name, but I'll see that first. But now we go into the last little bit of my team where I've got, well, more expected Pokemon at least. I've got Flappy Bird, my Zapdos, which Zapdos is just a great Pokemon overall, and yeah, it's just got amazing move pool, pretty good bulk, pretty good attack and special attack. Just all around, this thing is really, really good. Just, you can't really mess with base 125 special attack. And even base 80 attack, that is really good. So if I really wanted to, I could bring Drill Peck and Skydrop if I wanted to as well. It's kind of weird, but... and it just gives me another option to Speed Pass, because this thing learns Agility and Baton Pass as well. And yeah, it's a really good Pokemon that I just don't feel like many people would use. And if I wanted to, I could even run a Choice Banded U-turning Zapdos with Drill Peck. So learn any physical electric moves. Yeah, Wild Charge down there as well. And yeah, just why not? Maybe Double Edge even if I want to. But yeah, this thing's got a lot of different things I can do with it as well. And it recently got Static as well, so that's going to be very useful as well. And so far, looking at my team, I literally have nothing that sets up Stealth Rocks at all. So I had to go with the Stealth Rocker, and I was stuck between Crocodile, I was stuck between Mamoswine, Tyranitar, and there was another one, Donphan. But I went with Tyranitar just simply because, look at this thing. It's got such good stats. Its lowest stat is 61 speed, and then it's got 95 special attack, 100 special defense, 110 defense even, 134 attack, and 100 HP. Even if I wanted to use Stealth Rocks, yes, it would be a waste. Kind of feels like a wasted move slot on a Pokemon that's this powerful, but it will just destroy teams if they don't prepare for it. So it's just something I've really wanted to use again, and my team doesn't really like Sandstorm too much. So if I want, well, I'm probably going to be running Unnerve mainly because none of my team really likes Sandstorm. It doesn't benefit anyone on my team other than Tyranitar. So if I run Unnerve, I can stop stuff like, I don't know, like, I can stop Pokemon like, I don't know, Salicberry, Garchomp, or, I don't know, something like that. Just stop Pokemon from using their berries so I can just destroy their teams. And if Jordan Miller's, he has a Torterra on his team, so if I ran Ice Beam, he wouldn't be able to, well, weaken the damage with his Yachi Berry because of my Unnerve. So, it's a very good Pokemon as well, but I doubt I'll see myself using it much, other than, like, utility sets and stuff. Because I have other different kind of threats, and I've got Fire and Ice type. Well, I'm not Ice type, I can use Ice coverage on a lot of my team anyway, so I doubt I'll really need offensive Tyranitar, but if I do want to bring it, the option's always there. And here's my last Pokemon. Now, for Alligator, I never use. I don't know why, but I just never use it. And it's not a bad Pokemon at all. It's got base 100 defense. It's got, all of its stats are just very, very good. So if I want to run special for Alligator, I can. If I want to run defensive for Alligator, I can. And it just gives me more coverage, and if I run a bulky set, I can also Speed Pass into it so that I don't have to waste EV IVs and EVs in speed, so I could run like a random hidden power that hinders my speed, and not really get hindered by it. And I called this thing Guru just because that's our clan. If you've seen any of our Call of Duty or GTA videos, that's just our clan. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my team. I feel like it's one of the best in the format, or one of the best in the leagues at the moment, because, well, everyone else has got some very, very quirky Pokemon in there, rather than, well, other than Jordan Vogel, but he just went with brute power, which, yes, it's going to be difficult to play against, but he isn't the most experienced player, so, you know, I think everything on overall is kind of balanced in the league at the moment. Although, I feel like it really just depends if Hayden, well, I think the balance is really just going to happen if Hayden can, well, not mispredict every turn like he did a little while ago, and if Oscar decides not to hacks everyone to death. And yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a lot of fun to do. Now, what we've decided on the whole tournament or whole league thing, we're going to have 5 matches, so everyone battles each other once, and then we're going to do, the bottom 2 are going to battle for the wooden spoon, and then the top 4 go into semi-finals and then potentially finals, where the first and fourth battle each other, and the second and third battle each other, and then the winner goes off into the final, and the losers go to the wooden spoon. No, not wooden spoon, play for third. So everyone's going to have at least 6 matches, and then, yeah, the third place and the finalists, they're going to have 7 matches. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to having my first battle, which hopefully should be within a week. We should have them done and maybe uploaded. It just depends how everything ends up working out. But the first match is, it is Hayden versus Jordan Vogel. It is me versus Jordan Miller. And it is Oscar versus Aaron. And if you've seen any Pokemon stuff before, Aaron and Oscar have a really bad history of Oscar hacking Aaron, and Aaron just, well, really not deserving to lose the match, let's say that much. And it's always interesting when those two battle each other, because it's just, it always ends up with one of them supposed to have won, and the other one winning for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this league, and I feel like I feel like everyone can have a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to do another video in a little while, which will be breaking down everyone else's team, so you know what they've got and what they can potentially bring. And then I'm going to be doing a team builder and my battle against Jordan Miller. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the battle.